Let's do some yummy banana bread together. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Amy Searches Galore. Currently, as you can tell, I have a sore throat, so I'm gonna try to make this into a short video. And anyway, I'm gonna be making some banana bread, and let's make this into a fun tutorial and get into it. And if you are just seeing one of these lazy tutorial art videos for the first time, I do fun, lazy art. I try to make them educational. I don't do any fancy sketches. It's not a multiple step thing. It's just simple steps. And maybe I should make banana bread. I don't know. I haven't made banana bread in so long. It's really good. If you haven't had banana bread, it literally tastes like bananas, but very fluffy, and it's just in a bread shape. And there's multiple ways that you can make it, I guess so. But first, you can just start out with, if you're trying to draw along with me, then thank you so much. I hope I'm not making things too complicated, but you can draw out the bread of the shape, I guess the outer layer you would call it, which would have a nice golden crust, or at least a slightly dark brown, which I'm currently doing. And you don't have to make it super big. This kind of looks like a loaf, I would say. It's not too big, and obviously we're going to be doing different shading, different colors, just so it doesn't look I guess like it's gonna be a little bit hard for me to think, but you know what, we got this. Next, you want to choose a different color, and it doesn't have to be too light or too dark. If you do want to test it out like I do constantly, then that's more than fine. If you have tried banana bread, then let me know if you liked it or not. But anyway, getting back to what I was talking about earlier. So banana bread, it literally tastes like bananas, but it's in a loaf of bread. You put 2 to 3 bananas, you mash them up in a bowl, and then you add in your eggs, and you add in your sugar. Whoa, okay. Mix it up, throw it in the oven at 375, and let it cook for about 30 to 45 minutes, depending on what the recipe calls for, obviously. But yeah, it's a very moist, fluffy bread, but it has also a nice hard crust on the outer layer, or at least that's something that you would want to have. Okay, because if it doesn't look like that, then ooh, that's probably not good. Oh yeah, I should add another layer. Oh my gosh. So let's try and at least make this into a quick tutorial. And so far, to me, this is looking like a nice banana bread. And I am gonna draw some bananas. Okay. I think just on the top, because some people, if like, you can look it up on social media, but some people, they will actually draw a banana here and here, and you can just actually see it, and they won't mash it up. So usually for me, I do mash it up, and I do think it'd be okay. Super weird thing just happened. I had to move my microphone. I don't know what the deal was, but I seem to be having some audio quality. We're gonna get back to the drawing. Now, if you're doing banana bread, you can do this if you want to, but you also don't have to. It's better to add in some light colors, not all. Like obviously, just to add in better volume and more brightness. That way, it's not too brown, too dark, you know. So for me, I'm not gonna put them in any specific areas, just wherever I think is right, so it doesn't look, again, too brown. And I'm gonna do a little bit of blending, although let's actually bring down the blending instead. Okay. And with my audio again, I don't know what was going on, but whatever it was, I had to turn the microphone down, and who knows, yeah. Okay. And see, this looks fairly good, like banana bread, and you can see that there's slices and there would be good cuts, if that makes sense, right? All right. And there's not a lot of added layers, so that's fine. I'm not trying to focus on the layers part. I'm just trying to focus on the tutorial, and that, if that's fair. I want to do a light color, and I'm gonna add in some circles instead of just doing it like the banana shape, you know? I don't know, that would just feel more natural to me. And you don't have to do circular motion. You can put bananas on the side if you want, or you can do them how I'm doing it. Doesn't matter. I want to consider it cheating if you're doing it as an example, but I do think it's good to mix it up your own kind of way, you know? Just so maybe you would be able to get more of that creative art skill that you have flowing. And so right there, that doesn't look perfect, obviously. And I want to make it a little bit thinner, the brush strokes, because bananas, they have that, I don't know, I guess that seed look to it. I can't think of the word properly. And you don't have to do that part perfectly, but I also don't believe in perfection. If you do, then either way, you do you. But I'm gonna just draw them in randomly, not in a perfected way. And see how it's like that. I wanna do a little bit of blending. And also, I wanna show you something. So, how I'm on this layer of just bananas, if I added another layer and if I wanted to blend it, see, I'll give you a different close-up. I can't blend it. So then I have to go back to the layer where the banana is and just blend it ever so slightly. Okay. If you add in a little bit of different colors on the sides or random parts of the banana, then you get a little bit of thickness to it. Right here, for example, it doesn't look very flat, because that's not something you would want in fruit. You don't want to add in a little bit more color, and it doesn't have to be everywhere. It can just be in one spot, and it doesn't have to also be the exact same colors. It's good to experiment with different colors to see if, do I actually like this color, or do I want something better? Or even if you don't want to do the seeds, you can just actually, I'll show you, do a circle, do another circle, small, use blend, and there, you got a banana, and you have already a layer. It's thin, but it's not too thick, or it's not too thin. It's a very simple way to do a banana. I do think, however, it's still good to add in a little bit of seeds, and that way it looks kind of more of like a banana, you know? Yeah, that's just me, and it's more of an example of maybe I'd want to do it, maybe not. And hey, you know what? It actually, I bet it would be good if it did some blending and okay, so this color looks too light. All right, actually, I want to do something else. I want to adjust the blender to a different size, do a quick blend right there. Because then I already have a different color, so it looks like there's potentially more. No? Okay, yeah, it looks like there's already some volume. But again, I do want to add some seeds or whatever. whatever it's called. And you don't have to blend it if you don't want to. It's entirely up to you. It's better to be more comfortable with your brush and also to do a little bit of experimenting than rather just get too out of your comfort zone, if that makes sense. Although that's just speaking from my experience, and everyone's gonna have a different experience on how they use their brushes, how their artistic abilities are. Okay. For layer 4, I want to draw small little light darkish brown dots, kind of the color of cinnamon, if you will, because I like to put cinnamon in my banana bread. And you can do it in random places if you like cinnamon. If you don't like cinnamon, then hey, no worries, right? You can draw something underneath a banana bread if you want to, but you would drag down one of your layers, for example, your last layer. If you want, you can draw down a napkin, a plate, or if you want to do even a bowl. It's entirely up to you. If you're following any of my tutorials, then thank you. Making sure to do my cat signature so no one takes my art piece. And that is all for now. I will see you in the next one. Bye!